Kevin, disappointing results tonight after a good string of games, really. Can you give us your take on your team's performance for the majority of the match?
Yeah, I just felt like Adelaide wanted it more. You know, they from the start to the finish, they did every little thing that you could possibly do. They were aggressive. They made us foul them. They shot a lot of free throws. I mean, and the rebound count, 54 to 28. I mean, that's. And to think that they had 20 turnovers, that's why we came back when they started to turn the ball over. But, I felt like they played with a lot more effort.
And just on half-time, there was 2 3-points in 40 seconds that really kept you guys in it. But after, in the third quarter, 4 minutes without scoring. Any comments on that passage there?
Yeah, I think one of the things that we struggle with is when teams score, we don't get the ball out. What we always talk about, get the ball out fast. The ball goes through the net 3 or 4 times. It's kind of hard sometimes, I think, as a basketball player to, snap into getting the ball down the court a little bit faster where we're actually good at when we get the ball out. But, that's, a lot of it just goes on into that where, mentally I just think that it killed us when they came out with a good push for that first 3 minutes.
Kev, what was the story behind the rebound count, do you think? Was it hustle? Was it just positioning? I mean, Sobey shouldn't be getting 12, for a guy of his size.
That's just effort. I mean, that's what he does. He has a motor where he doesn't stop. If a ball's running out of bounds, he's chasing it down. And I think that's all it came down to where, I thought we watched a lot of those balls come down. Besides a few players, one of the things that I did think about our team was when the guys came off the bench in the third quarter, we finally started playing with some intensity. And I think that's probably where we'll pick up, for the next game is because these guys were waiting over there, waiting for their chances. I mean, you look at Finn, he's played 16 minutes, 18 points, 5 boards, and didn't miss a shot from the field. So that's the intensity that the starters need to start thinking. And, that's where I think that we need to get to as a group.
And Finn, was that where you thought you could make a difference as well, providing some energy and hustle off the bench?
Yeah, just coming in and playing hard and giving energy, and that's what we were lacking at the time, so yeah.
And just on that, Kev, with your starters you talk about, there was a lot of foul trouble tonight, and the foul count at halftime was very unflattering for you guys. Was that? Do you think there's anything with the refs there? I mean, is that just playing hard and just going the wrong way, and then probably some momentum? They're looking at you guys saying, Sean in particular, going very physical. I mean, what's your take on that?
I will never comment about the refs again. I've learned my lesson with that. So one of the things that I just want to say is that, like I said, Adelaide, their aggression. They're aggressive. It's not like this is the first game that they've shot a lot of free throws. I told the team earlier, they wanted to bet the worst thing that we can do is put this team on the free throw line. And, there are some that we do foul. Some of them I think that we do have good body control, but a lot of them we do end up, the last part of it, we smack a hand or, we bump a little bit too hard, and they do a good job of selling fouls, so it's not like the first game that they shoot free throws. I mean, 44 is outrageous, but, it's the way it goes sometimes. So, I just feel like there are things that we can control, and that's what we're going to try and do.
And are you pleased to have them have another crack at them so soon?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know what, when they came over to New Zealand, when we won that first game, and they crumbled in the fourth quarter, but they had 4 games in 1 week, and so they felt like the way they were celebrating, it felt like they were trying to clinch being in the top 4, and they didn't forget that game. I know a lot of those players on there, they're competitors. Like, they don't forget certain things like that, and that's the way it looks. So give them the credit. Today was their day, but I know we can play a lot better than we played today.
Just on Friday's match, will there be some lineup changes from your end to come out starting with a bit more intensity?
Yeah, possibly. And that's one of the things we'll go look at. I always like to review the film first, just to make sure that I don't do anything stupid. So it's just more trying to make sure that we put the best guys out there who are willing to play hard for 40 minutes.
Thanks very much, guys.
Yeah, thanks.